Hello everybody, this is Kevin Jones. I'm the Executive Director of SACIA. As you know, we're going to be hosting our new SACIA Board elections from Monday next week. One of the nominees in our board elections is TINUS SMIT. TINUS has served on the board of SACIA for a number of years. He's a past chair of our Broadcast Industry Council, and I thought it would be very useful to have a quick conversation with TINUS and get some insights into what his plans are for the next 2 years. So TINUS, can you just kick off by giving us a brief rundown on your involvement with the communications industry, a bit of information about where you've come from?
Good day. Yes, indeed. So just a short introduction. I've been in this game around about 3 decades now. Sort of starting out in the event side of things as a touring musician, believe it or not, where I got some exposure to front of house mixing. That was my introduction to audio or sound. From there I progressed to radio and television, doing some radio dramas. On the TV side, E&G, location, audio, OBs, live. I pretty much had my hand in everything when it comes to sound, right down to what is today the backbone of my own business, which is audio post-production. Other than that, I had exposure on the visual side of things, vision mixing, VT operations, things like that. Even had a stint in video editing and some technical broad base to work from within the industry. And then ultimately my heart is in preparing the next generation and assisting the current, if you will. Hence my dedication towards training others, and that I've been doing for a little bit more than 2 decades now.
Okay, now you've been on the SACIA board for a couple of years. Can you just kind of give some insight into what you've done with SACIA and what SACIA has achieved under your leadership? Including, of course, the Broadcast Industry Group, and then from there progress on to what you expect to contribute over the next 2 years.
Yes, so from a SACIA perspective, I was one of the founding members of the Broadcast Industry Group, affectionately known as BIG, B-I-G.
Yes.
And as you mentioned already, I'm the immediate past chair of the Broadcast Industry Group, having had to try and fill the shoes of the late Nick Bontes, also one of our founders. Great man, and he set a standard for us all to to keep up and maintain. In my time with SACIA so far, I think one of the things I'm proudest of is the introduction of student membership within SACIA and formation of our student council. My passion obviously being that of growing the next generation, and I firmly see that as SACIA's future, or a very important part thereof. I was also there to see the SASC join the party.
Yep.
When they came and joined SACIA, and all the benefits that came from that. And I think one of the other things that was really fantastic, which was a big achievement for SACIA, was Comtrend last year.
Right.
But we've got a lot of challenges around that, considering our current our current situation. And lots of things are going to have to change. So in light of that, I'm going to say I'm going to fight tooth and nail to keep our youth program alive with whatever ways and means we can, as I see that as our long-term future for SACIA. In the more immediate side of things, I think strong membership drive is where we need to go next, and I would put forward a strategy that we target HR departments, specifically at our broadcasters, big and small production houses, and also reaching out to the freelance community to try and grow our membership base. That will obviously help with funding our goals, but also give SACIA a stronger in the industry, because that's ultimately what we're trying to do. And in line with that, I'm in the process of putting together the first professional audio council. As I said, it's something still in process, but that will hopefully help with a drive in membership as well. Following the SAC's example, if you will, trying to give a home to sound guys taking care of audio interests in particular, looking at things like standards, codes of conduct, best practices. And hopefully through all of this, cement SACIA as the standards authority within our sector as per our mandate. Something that I think is really, really important. We're already playing a role in that. We've had some influence, but I don't think it's widely known. I think we need to stamp that one a little harder.
Yes. So we're going to be hosting a webinar. The elections and the voting opens up on Monday morning, and before that, we're going to be hosting a webinar where any members that are uncertain about who to vote for can send in their questions. So if you, as a voting member of SACIA, have any questions that you'd like to ask TINUS, please email them through to me, questions@sacia.org.za, and then join us for the webinar on Monday morning. The link is in the description on the YouTube channel. Thank you, TINUS, for joining us, and I will see you on Monday.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to that.
Thank you. Bye.